Angie Bell, my fairy treasures. Welcome in, welcome in. Also, welcome to, God, my bow is big today. Gotta bring that down a little bit. Oh my God. Anyway, also welcome to anybody who's watching the replay. Okay, you guys, let me get my iPad on here so I can see everyone's comments and see who's in the room. So just a second. All right, where am I at? Hey, Natalie, 1808. How you say, Rose? How you doing? Hey, Shakita, how are you doing? Let me make sure that. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm just trying to get my, okay, here I am. Are you guys hearing me? Okay, just a second, guys. I'm just trying to get my, you guys are hearing me. Okay, very good. Hey, Maribel, welcome in, girl. Hey, Hook Crochet, welcome in. Hey, Deanna, welcome in. So what do you guys have on your, what are you guys making? What do you have on your needles, crochet hooks, or what are you crafting? What are you working on? Let us know. Hey, sweet butterfly dreams crochet Jeannie. Hey, girl. You're so sweet. She always says, hey, my beautiful pink princess Angie. You're so sweet. Love you, girl. Hey, Cherise, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. And you guys, after I welcome everybody in, I'm going to put up a link so that people can come on, okay? I'm so cheap. I haven't paid for I'm trying to fix my bow. I haven't paid yet for StreamYard, so I'm doing the free one. So I can have 6 people on. So we definitely can fill all 6 spots. So I'll do that in just a second, but I'm going to say hello to everybody and get everybody in first and say hello to everyone. And then we'll invite people up. Oh, thank you, Butterfly Dreams. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you. She just shared me out. Thank you, girl. Maribel says, party tonight. Okay, I can't shake my head like that yet because I had a headache. No major, just a little headache. But until it goes away, it's not a major, it's a little headache. Until it goes away, I can't be shaking my head. Hey, VJ, welcome in, girl, welcome in. Yes, Racine, I'm sending you all my positive energy and prayers for sure. Okay. Oh, and Cherise Crochets, you won Bag O Day's big huge giveaway, huh? Congratulations, girl. I heard about that this morning on where did I hear about that? I heard about that this morning when I was on Ginger and Kim's live this morning. I heard you guys talking about that. Hey, Laura Blocks Ministries, welcome in, welcome in. Okay. And Laura Blocks Ministry says, hi, Angie, in the chat, making salad and doing dishes. All right. Thank you, Butterfly. Thank you, Jeannie. Jeannie says, make sure you guys give a thumbs up. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Cherise. I'm so excited for you. How cool. And let me just see what everyone else is saying here. What everyone is working on. So those of you guys who just popped on, let me know what's on your hook, what's on your needles, what are you making this week? And in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna pop up a link for you to be able to come on up on the panel and just knit, crochet, talk, share what you're working on, all the above. All right, just making sure who's on here. What other people are having to say here. Just 1 second. Everyone's saying hi to everybody. Thumbs up, everyone. Okay. I love it. Natalie, 1808. Let's get this party started. I love it. Okay, well, I'm just going to give, like I said, give it 5 more minutes for some more people to pop on. before I open it up. Oh, Jeannie said I finished my mandala blanket, so now I can finish my unicorn blanket. Woohoo! Oh, that mandala blanket. You guys have to check out Butterfly Dreams Crochet with Jeannie. Her mandala blanket is fabulous. I would love to make one of those. Do they have that in knit? I'm going to check that up because it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Hook Me Up Crochet with Christy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, Donia girl. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm doing good. How are you? I was just saying in about 5 minutes, I will put a link in here in the chat for whoever wants to come up. I know I talked to you yesterday about coming up, Donia. Okay. Racine just says, I'm just relaxing. Hey, Gloria girl, welcome in, welcome in. Gloria says, hi, Angie, and welcome everybody in the chat. Like I said, what are you guys working on? What do you got in your cup? And what are you working on? What are you knitting, crocheting, or just crafting? Let me know. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. Hey, Dark Sky, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Sunita girl, welcome in, girl, welcome in. Sunita said, hi all, I was drained, fell asleep. I understand that, girl. I'll be drained after this live. I'm always so tired after a live. Because I'm kind of extra, you know, my personality is big, so it takes energy. I know I'm loud. I know I'm extra. Maribel says she's making coffee now. Oops, that just jumped. Let me see what she just said. When I look straight at the camera, I'm reading it off my phone, but it just jumped. So let me just see what she said. Oh, while I'm looking for her comment, you guys, in the chat, if you guys want to for people to join your channel, put CC so that people can join your channel. Even if you have content or if you don't have content, because if you don't have content, you can at least get a community tab, and then that way you can like post things. You can post like your projects and you know just post pictures of what you're working on and things you're doing. So it'd be nice to still have that community tab. So still put CC so that you can build your channel up with subscribers to at least get the community channel, even if you're not going to have content on there. Hey, Becky D, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, Margaret G, welcome in, welcome in. Margaret G said, just got home from dinner, not working on anything. I got my second shingles vaccine today, and it has wiped me out, going to bed early. Girl, I don't blame you. I'm sure that did wear you out, especially after working a full day. Deanna says, I have a basket full of projects beside me and a basket in front and back room. I float through all of them. Black cherry cartridge in my circle water bottle. Cool. I like that you have them in the basket. You're just rotating it. That's cool. C Rose said, working on my cardigan that I had to rip out. I got it right so far. Awesome, girl. Sorry you had to rip it out. It's nothing worse. I've been doing a lot of ripping out lately. I used to never rip out a darn thing, but I think it's because I'm getting like pickier. I want to improve my knitting, so I'm getting way pickier, so I will rip things out. I'll frog something quick. Donia says, I am fine. My friend Robin cannot be here tonight. She had a family emergency. Oh, man. I met Robin, one of her friends, last night. She was going to come in tonight. Okay, well, hopefully she can make it on Friday or next week. VJ says, hot tea in my cup, beanie on my hook. That sounds good, VJ. Gloria says, I'm finishing up a fedora hat. Gloria, your fedoras are fabulous. I've seen them. They are beautiful. Beautiful work. Girl, I wish you knit, because I would love to make a fedora, a knitted one. Oh, I love it. But I'm sure I can find a knitted pattern for a fedora. Okay. Maribel says, making coffee now and crocheting a mosaic blanket. Woohoo! All right. I like that mosaic. Mosaic is really cool. Okay. You're welcome, Gloria. Hey, I love to crochet. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Becky D says, hoping you all can help me. I wish I was working on a project, but actually trying to roll a hank of yarn into a ball. I thought I could just put the hank around a chair, but now I have a tangled mess. Well, that's how I do mine. But I can say this, though, that chair has to be as wide and maybe just a tad bit wider than your hank when you stretch that hank out. Because I do it on my office chair because my office chair is really nice and wide, and I do mine by hand. I gotta get a Swift, but that's how I do mine. But the chair needs to be, the chair's actually a little wider than my hank once I bring it out, and then I'm able just to go around that chair, that office chair. That's my advice. That's what I do when I'm working with, a hank of yarn instead of, the regular store yarn. Thank you, Dark Sky. Dark Sky said thumbs up. Thank you, girl. Okay. Hey, Miss Chocolate, how are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Did I welcome in Hook Crochet yet? If I didn't, girl, welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is I've welcomed in quite a few people now. And if I miss anybody, I'll go back to the chat. So guys, I have to leave for 1 second and go to my other computer and put in a link so people can come up onto the chat, okay? So I'm just looking at the thing here. Okay, so Dark Sky and Jeannie, can you guys hold it down for me? I'll be right back. Donia says, I'm still doing the wrapping on my hands. Oh, your hands are still having to heal from your surgery? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, good. We have a guest already. Yay, it worked too. All right, let's invite the guest on. Oh, almost fell. Oh, the guest is me. Never mind. Okay. All right, so whoever wants to come on up, I would love to have somebody come up, especially because I want to make sure that that worked. Okay, anybody, just come up. If you're going to come up for just a few minutes, come up because I need to know if that link worked. So let me know. Let me invite some more people in here. Hey, Mitzi, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you, Jeannie, for dropping links. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dark Sky, for letting people know for thumbs up, dropping links also. Okay, yeah, Tank, I know. I was trying to pin it to the top. Yeah, I was trying to pin it to the top when I was on my computer, but I couldn't pin it there. Maybe I can pin it here. Pin message. Okay, there we go. I could do it up here. Okay, it's at the top now, you guys. I don't know why I was in my on my home computer and excuse me guys, and I couldn't pin it there, but now I'm pinning it. All right, we got some more people in here. Oh, good, we got another guest. Okay, I got somebody in the basement here. Let me hit that. Oh, good, 2 people. Yay! Add to the stream.
Boo.
Add to the stream.
Rainy D.
Hey, girl. Hey, Jeannie.
Hey,
Hey, cat folk. Don't do your head. You'll mess your head up.
Jeannie, what'd you say?
I love it when you do that, though. I'd do it with you.
Yeah, now that my headache's done, I can do it. I couldn't do it like 10 minutes ago. I had a headache. I was like, oh, no.
Oh, it's better? Good.
Oh, yeah, it was a slight headache. Ever since the C word happened, I got it. And since then, I've had the after effects and I get headaches here and there. And that's a part of the after effects of having it. So it's weird.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Glass.
What do you got, Jeannie?
Starbucks Pike Place coffee.
I got ice water. What do you got, Granny D?
Raspberry tea.
Raspberry.
That sounds good.
Raspberry. I was watching Lemon and Ginger a while ago. And he said, our song has always been Raspberry Beret.
How have I not known who Lemon is? I only knew who he was from this morning when I was watching Ginger.
Really? Lemon's
never seen him or heard of him in my life.
He's a celeb in our fiber world.
I adore him. So then I, of course, had to go check him up and join his channel. And so I joined his channel. He is a sweetheart and he's so talented.
He gifted me his first pattern. And he gave me one to give to, you know, my winter Sunday. It's a little bucket hat. He had it on at Ginger's a while ago.
And he is so cute, too.
He is adorable.
He's darling inside and out.
Hey, Donia, how are you doing, girl?
And just as bubbly and sweet as can be.
He is.
Hey, Donya.
Hey, Granny G. Hey, Jeannie. How are you?
Hey, everybody in the chat.
Great.
Now I speak to everybody. I was dropping links left and right for everybody.
Oh, Lord, let me put on some lipstick. You know, a Southern girl gotta have some lipstick on. He'll pull my grit card, I was told.
Hey, Angie, I wasn't talking about me wrapping my hands. I was talking about that's how I roll my yarn on my hand.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant your hand.
That's how my mother taught me to do it, and that's the only way. I mean, I'm 100 years old, so you know. Give me some
Get out of here.
Hey,
Angie,
Dan, welcome in.
You got Hanks. You definitely need a switch. Do you have a ball winder?
Who, me?
Nope.
Yeah. You need a Swift and a ball winder.
I do.
Yeah, it takes 10 years to ball up yarn by hand. Unless you just like doing it. But.
Oh, I don't, but I'm cheap. See, I want to get the one Jeannie
I'm
has
cheap
right there.
too. That's what I've got right there, what she's got. And that was cheap.
I'm going to write this down right now.
I got a combo. It was that and a ball winder, I think from QVC 100 years ago. But I did up the winder because I got a humongo hank of yarn.
Round and around we go.
So I had to get a larger.
Nobody knows.
I'd love to have Stanwood stuff just for bougie sake.
I got the Stanwood yarn winder, Granny D.
You love it.
I love it. I got the one that came with this.
Uh-huh.
And it started skipping.
Yeah.
And when it would skip, it would just sling my yarn everywhere.
Well, my little cheap one that came with that, it was fine, but I just needed a bigger one. Mine's a weird brand. I guess I got it on Amazon. It's like letters, LMX, or I don't remember, but it works well. But yeah, one of these days I'll get Stanwood.
No, the one that Jeannie has. That one that Jeannie has, I'd get caught in the middle of it somehow, and I'd be tangled in with the yarn, spinning around.
You'd be flapping around.
This one you can get for about less than $20 on Amazon, just the Swift. Now, it does come with a ball winder.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would be wound up with the ball. That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't. You get used to it, honey. It's easy.
Now, this is the ball winder that came with it.
Do you like that?
I had it a couple of years, but it started skipping. So I tried to figure out how I could take it apart and look at the gears on the inside and see if maybe they need oiling or something. But I said I beat them broke the whole darn thing, so I left it alone.
I would too. I have an Otlite. I haven't had it for that long, and I've always had Otlites, and they've always been good. But this one, I don't know if it's just a dud or what. I mean, I've had it for a couple years, but it quit work. It just one day the light went out on it. Well, I thought it was a bulb, so I got another bulb, and it's not the bulb. So I don't know what to do with it. And we don't have an Emmett Fix-It shop here in Faith, although it's very much like Mayberry.
And
so, Jeannie, what do we search for to get that on Amazon?
Stanwood.
Yeah, this is the Stanwood 10 ounce.
Stanwood 10 ounce?
They've got like wooden
ones. This one is like $80-something, Angie.
They got different.
When I was looking, you can get that Swift with one that looks like this.
Okay.
But it's not the Stanwood brand. Now, Olive Jo says she don't have the Stanwood, but hers looks like this one. That's the reason why I got Stanwood, because I thought it was the Stanwood that she had.
Oh, so that's the Stanwood, or the other one's the Stanwood?
No, this one is the Stanwood. All of this is metal, but these gears are like a plastic, what it rolls on. But I love it.
But Jeannie, doesn't Stanwood also have a wooden one?
They do, that fits on a table that has a round ring on it, like a conveyor belt circle.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. Wood Swift too. But the wood Swift that I bought, it had come with a big wood screw, but the hole that was connected to the Swift that went on the table where you put the wood screw in the screw, it was not threaded. So I could just push the whole screw up, so I couldn't get it to hold tight to the table. So I ended up giving that to my sister, and she was gonna turn it into like a flower umbrella.
Oh God!
And make a
I bet I'd have been. You didn't call them and fuss.
Jeannie, wait.
I did what you're supposed to do, and did my review on Amazon and gave them a bad review.
Jeannie, show us both of your things again. I'm going to put you on single because people want to see it.
Okay, this is the Stanwood. This is the Stanwood. It's heavy.
Okay.
See, mine looks almost just like that.
You have to attach this to it. This just with a wing nut. All of this comes attached. You feed your yarn through here and then through here. And then it's got the splits on the top for you to put your yarn through. And it connects to your table. And it turns so easy.
Yeah, mine works exactly. It looks like that, but it's not.
They have some blue ones on Amazon that are made identical to this one for half the price.
Mm-hmm.
But I do a lot of cake winding.
Mine wasn't cheap, but it wasn't.
No, the ones that are not the stand woods, they're like $40-something.
So you can. So I have a quick question. So you can you can do it. You can take a hank and that will wind up a hank.
Yes. Yes. This right here.
You really need the Swift, what she's holding now, and the ball winder.
Like you can connect. Like I would connect this to a solid surface, to this table.
Okay.
Or to this desk here.
Yeah, it comes with a clamp, just like your ball winder.
And then you undo your hank, and you put it on here with the string still attached to it. And then you will, once you get it on there, you open it up to make it tight.
Okay.
Once you get it tight fit, then you clip your bands that's holding your yarn to your hank.
But watch out on clipping that. You know how to unclip a hank, though.
Yeah. And then you take your end that you're wanting to start with, and you feed it through to your ball winder.
Okay.
And you just sit here and turn your ball winder, and as you turn, this spins. Now, if you wanted to hank yarn up, which I don't know why in the world somebody would.
To dye it.
Unless it's to dye yarn. You would put this to your table, get your yarn started on here, and then you could just sit here and turn and hank up your yarn. It has a little knob on the top.
And I can turn it along with it.
And then that would hank up your yarn for you.
Okay, now I'm confused. I want to take one of my hanks that I have that I got, my fancy yarn that I got. It's a hank.
Okay, I got one in this back room back here. I'll show you the full process.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, very good.
You want a hank and you want to make it, you got a hank and you want to make it into a cake.
Yeah.
That's what she's talking about.
Yeah,
but you can also, if you have yarn that's not in hank form and you want to dye yarn, you want it in a hank form.
Exactly.
So.
Right. All right, I'm going to have to reposition.
Hey, Granny D, Don wants to know where you get your glasses. Where'd you get your glasses? Your glass.
From my doctor.
No, your drinking glass.
Oh, Dollar Tree. And it's plastic. I got it.
2107, welcome in.
And you can take me off of solo till I get this set up.
Okay.
I've had it a while. I can't remember if I got it last year or the year before.
And then we'll
have a demo.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna read the chat real quick.
Hey, Angie.
Yeah.
How did you get her to go solo? What did you press to get her to go solo? Because I didn't know how to do that yesterday.
Yeah, you just click on their picture. You just touch their picture.
And it'll pop up.
And then okay. And then a thing will pop up and it'll say make them solo, and then you hit make them solo.
Yeah, it's like a little drop down menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make solo.
Yeah, okay.
Or go solo.
You.
I just learned that last week.
Always stuff to learn.
Melissa says, here, let me put Melissa up here. Melissa says, so you really need both then a winder and a Swift. The Swift for the hank.
You
and
don't
the winder
have
for
to,
the ball.
but I don't see why you wouldn't.
Okay.
It makes life so much easier. You don't have to put your yarn on chair legs and all that bunch of bull.
All right.
Okay.
Because the Swifts aren't expensive.
That would be my dumb thing that I do. Because I would get wound up in it. My husband would see me swinging around on the
Girl, you won't get hung up in it. It's just you put your yarn on it when it's not. Hey,
Joni.
You take it apart so it's like you take your hank apart so it's in a circle. Jean's going to show you in a minute.
Yeah.
You lay it up on that Swift and then you're going to pull it.
This is some Good Earth Fiber Natural. It's cotton linen blend. This is the most bougie yarn I got.
I have some of that. That's some good yarn.
Okay, this is how a hank should be when you
Do you want
get
me?
it.
Wait. You want me to
Yes,
make you solo?
solo her now.
I'll make you solo, okay?
All right, this is how it should be. Like this. You find where it's tucked in at. You unwind it.
Mm-hmm.
And you find your center. Just like that. And you have these little strings of yarn wrapped around your hank that is holding your yarn together. This one only has 2. Some of them have 4. Some of them have 3. Some of them have more than that. Now let me position this to where y'all can see. Y'all can see that?
Yep.
Y'all just don't pay me no attention. What I like about this one, you can angle it to the side if you need to.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know. Maybe mine does.
Yeah, that wing nut on there is what does that, Granny D.
Oh, okay.
And then you want to hold your hank with one hand and open up your swift with the other, just like that.
Okay.
So it just pull. It's not tight, but it's taut.
Right.
And you still got your. It's still tied together. That's important. Don't undo those ties, like Jeannie said to you.
Right. Now, I did not cut my ties. Now I have my scissors. Here's
so you wait till you get it on there, of course, to cut the tie.
Yes.
Because now it's holding
you will have it tangled up.
Now, I have gotten hanks before, and I've cut my ties, and I have to weave in and out the tail end through the yarn because they will go in and out of it. And if you don't do that, I cut right here at the knot, just like that. I cut the knot off, and then I pull that, and I see an end here, so that lets me know that's the end I can start from right there. I got one more tie to cut, so I'm gonna cut that knot. And this yarn came from Premier. So here's my other end over here. So they put 2 knots, 2 ties, one on one end of it and one on the other end. So I'm going to pull some out like that. I'm going to run this through my eye of my swill. This swill, the yarn winder, and put it on top. And then we're just going to sit here. And because that yarn is underneath there, you have to work with it.
Yeah, you have to help it a little at first sometimes. Yeah.
Until you get it going smooth sailing. And then once you get it going smooth sailing, you just wind.
That is as easy as that. Once you get it, you'll want to hank up everything you got, but don't do that.
So, Jeannie, are those sold together?
What?
Both those things you have, are they sold together or do you buy them separate?
You can. I will share the link, Angie. I did find this blue swift with a yarn winder like I got on the stand wood, but it's not a stand wood.
The swift isn't.
No, the swift isn't a stand wood swift or the yarn winder, but it's made just like the stand wood yarn winder.
Yeah, like I said, the first one I got, they weren't any brand name, and they worked fine. For the only reason I got another ball winder, I'm still using the same cheap Swift.
And the more you get into it,
I just needed a bigger
it goes a lot easier
winder.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, that's winding that up beautifully.
Yeah, and then you see that big hole, that thing that it's on, when it's big enough in the middle that you can take your label and stick it down in the middle.
Oh,
that's
cool.
What I usually do.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, I'm so getting this.
Yeah, you need that if you got hanks.
I got lots of hanks.
And we are done.
You got to have that if you got the bougie yarn.
You can stick your 2 fingers in the hole, and there you have it.
Fabulous.
That looks nice.
That's nice.
That really does.
And that's all it is to it.
Yep.
That's nice, Jeannie.
That really is nice.
Jeannie's so helpful.
The main thing with hanks is finding the center. Once you untwist it, finding the center, making sure that you haven't split any of those yarns.
Right.
And not cut them ties until you get it on this wheel.
Exactly. That'd be so much easier than how I do it. I do it on, like I said, on my office chair. I also dye yarn too. So I know all about the hanks and all of that.
Granny D, since you have this one, I'm going to show you how you turn it from side to side or up straight.
Okay.
Do you want me to put you back on single?
Yeah.
You can.
Let me just solo you again so we can see.
All right, right here, this is the part that connects to your table. You got these two little lips back here on the back that goes to the wood, to the solid, to the edge of it. And then that pushes up. This screws that down. But right here you have this wing nut. If you loosen up this wing nut, now this will rotate.
Oh.
From side to side.
Oh, so that's how you got that to do that.
Gotcha.
And it's
and
got
I'm sure
like
that
little,
was on the instructions that I didn't read.
so you can have it straight up and down, which would be in this position.
Yeah, that's the way I always do it.
Or you can have it sideways,
like
depending on your space that you're working out of.
Right.
Nice.
And that's all it is to it.
Okay, now how much is that? How much is the Swift and how much is the winder?
The Swift and the winder together is like $40-something.
From Amazon, right?
Yes. I'm going to share the link with you.
Okay, good.
I'll put it in the chat from my phone.
Okay, good. I'm excited. I'm getting that.
Well, you know, in a couple of weeks, they'll be having that daggone sale on Amazon.
Oh,
they
yeah.
just had another
They just did, yeah.
Prime week.
It was the 11th and the 12th of the 11th and the 12th.
Yeah, it's done past.
Let me take you up solo now.
You can. And then it comes in this little case.
Yeah.
Nice.
That says scene holder.
Hi, Chris.
And then you just stick it in there. Well, you stick this end in first. And then your top goes on. Sometimes you have to
fiddle with
it to get it to go on, but once you get it,
it's on.
Nice.
It's protected. And I got a specific spot for it.
Nice. Yeah, I got a lot of hanks, so I'm excited.
If you have really big hanks, though, like I was at a yarn store and they had these huge hanks of rayon. And I didn't want to have to cut mine a bunch. On my little thing that came with the combo, it didn't make very big cakes. So, I mean, it was fine for my regular size, but when I got and I still, even though that was the biggest one I could find, I guess I was on Amazon.
Yeah.
Now,
I still had to make
yarn on it because I don't have any hanks. Can you use your regular yarn on that as well?
Can you use what now?
Your regular
you could use the ball winder, but if you just got a skein, you can't get that on your.
Okay, yeah, because I don't have any hanks. I haven't graduated to hanks yet.
Yeah, if you don't have hanks, you really wouldn't need that.
No, this was a skein of Premier Basics. I had to use another one to finish my mosaic blanket. And this is 273 yards caked up on that yarn winder.
Nice.
And it's bigger than the ones that you normally get from this one.
Nice.
That one's a 10 ounce. So if you got this was a 7 ounce skein, so I was good at caking it up.
Melissa says, I have hanks and they are just for adding color to my craft room because they will never become a ball or cake. I wind by hand too. I have a Swift on my Christmas list. Fingers crossed.
Some people just didn't, and I don't mind balling them up, but it's just very time consuming. you know, you got 400 and some yards usually in a.
It's good to do like if you're working from a skein and your skein starts collapsing on you and it starts getting hard to pull out, because you know once that skein collapses, it will get tangled up on the inside.
Yes, it will.
Okay,
and you can go ahead and cake it up thin, and the only thing you do is just connect your yarn to your ball winder and just sit there and wind it up.
Oh, okay, so you can do that with a ball winder. Okay.
Yeah.
So Donia, you can get the ball winder for your other ones if you want to cake up your regular.
Yeah, you just couldn't use the Swift.
I just use my hand and the you know.
Right, you just hold your skating yarn and it would come out of that.
Okay, well, that can go on the Christmas list.
Some people like to make their own cakes, you know, put their own colors together.
See, I bought this mess, and I love the yarn.
I've had messes like that, yeah.
I bought it. It's Yarn B. I bought it for $1.24. It's nice, soft, sleek, DK, low pill fiber. It's gorgeous.
Yes, I love that.
Oh, I have a bunch of that, and I've caked it up.
Yeah, I need to cake it up because look at this crap. This is how I bought it. But so I need to deal with this. I have 2 or 3 of these. I got to deal with. I'm excited to use that for my
and those that are in the donut shape like that, it's kind of better to cake. Would be better to cake those up because those can be a mess.
Hey Lisa, welcome
donut shape. Yeah, that's what Maribel just said.
Hey V, welcome in, girl. Welcome in. V says She says I'm here working and lurking. Girl, get your butt up here. V, get your butt up here. Listen to me boss her around.
Tell her you better.
Somebody need to, because she don't listen to nobody.
You better. You better.
You better.
You better.
This set right here it comes with that Swift. Now that Swift is made different, a little bit different than the one I got. Let me see. Let me keep searching.
Okay, Deanna says I couldn't live without my ball winder anymore. I cake everything. Becky,
they say not they. I don't know who they are, but anyway, experts, I guess, say that really you should wait till you're going to use the yarn to cake it. Something about stretching the fibers or whatever.
Lord, mine been caked up. I don't know how many times working on that mandala blanket, and I don't see where it stretched nothing.
Yeah, I think it's
Cause once my cake starts collapsing and stuff, I'll reball it. I'll recake it.
Well, and a lot of people like to have cakes to store them like that, like you know.
Like I'm done with the mandala now. I'm gonna recake this one because you see how it looks now. And I'm gonna run it through my other thing here, which will let me know how many meters I have left. Then I
do it right. You're not going to stretch the yarn so tight anyway.
No, as long as you don't put a lot of tension to it when you're caking it up, you're not stretching the yarn.
Right.
If you just sit there and wind and let it cake up straight from the skein, you know. This Angie is a yarn counter. Ala Joe showed this.
Wait, I'm going to put you on solo because I want to see it.
Okay. This is a Stanwood yarn counter. And what you do is you clear it. You feed your yarn through here. You come up, come around and over, and then you feed it back through here. Then you put it on your yarn winder. And what it does is it counts how many meters you have left in a skein. And Ala Joe said that you do your meters times 1.1. And that gives you how many yards you have left. And then you can figure out exactly how many yards you used on the project. Well, not exactly. It's always approximately.
Exactly.
Because, you know, again, any equipment that you buy is only as good as the operator.
Becky D says she sees the combo on Amazon.
Yep.
And I'm screwing wrong.
D Yummy says, Jeannie, thank you again for the shout out. I've gained a few new family members.
Good.
Great.
Jeannie, do you want me to take you off, or you want to stay on single?
No, you can take me off. I'm just putting this back on the table.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Oh, you're welcome.
I learned a lot tonight.
Jeannie is so helpful. She goes the extra mile to help.
Now, see, this was almost a skein of Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. The 10-ounce one, but this wasn't quite a full skein. And I just taped it up softly. And you see it's loose.
Oh, nice.
So
what is that? What is that?
Red Heart Super Saver Ombre.
Oh, cool. Look how nice it looks.
So, yeah. I'm trying to find that combo that was with the metal ball winder like I got with that same swivel. Like this one right here, it's a 10-ounce yarn winder too. It looks just like mine, but it's just a different brand. It's not Stanwood.
Awesome.
Which I didn't find these after I had ordered that one. I should have canceled it because this one is only $36.99.
Rosie said, thank you for showing us. Hey, Rosie, welcome in.
Yeah, really, I might try to do it.
Do it.
Okay, Sunita's saying don't cake it until you're ready to use it.
Yep, that's what I've heard, but I know lots of folks have.
Hey, Not In, welcome in, welcome in. She says, great demonstration, Jeannie.
It was a great demonstration.
Thank you.
But Angie, I will leave a note just in case I do get hung from it that it was your fault.
What'd you say, Sonia?
I said I would leave a note just in case I get hung up in it and my husband finds me. I'm gonna say it was your fault.
You won't get hung up in it.
That's
you won't be flying around.
And I understand, you know, people have to buy what they can when they can, but if you're going to invest in a ball winder and a swivel, go ahead and get a good one, and not these plastic ones like this. Because especially if you're going to be doing a lot of, I did, Becky, I caked it with a yarn winder. Not the swivel, not the umbrella, but the ball winder. Go ahead and invest in a good one, because I probably got 2 years out of this one.
So what's the good one called? Is that the Stanwood, the good one?
It's the Stanwood, but it's like $80-something.
But that's the good one?
Yeah.
And that's the ball.
Good. It's like a Cadillac.
And that's the ball winder, right?
Yes.
Now,
and then that Swift is about $17, $14.
Yeah, the Swift's cheap, but it worked. I mean, I've had mine forever.
Okay.
And it's just like Jeannie's.
Cool.
The Stanwood yarn winder that I have.
I believe in spending money on the tools. I really do. Because
I do too.
For my craft room and for my art room, I have tools, and I really believe in buying good tools. So.
Well, actually, it's cheaper than what I paid. It's $79.95 right now.
Cool.
I don't think that's that bad anyway.
C Rose is saying thank you. Hey, C Rose, welcome in, girl. C Rose is saying C Rose said thank you.
How do everybody?
Welcome in,
I'll
Becky.
Put that in the chat, but I'm gonna send it to you on Messenger.
Okay, good. Becky D says thank you. Becky D says thank you.
And this is for the large Stanwood metal yarn fiber wood string ball winder. Now, what I like about this one compared to this one, my yarn would come out of here. Because you put your piece across the top of it, and as you're winding, it would come out. And if that happens and you're not paying attention, your whole ball gonna just fly off the.
Yeah.
You got a really big mess. But with that one, it don't come out of here. And if you got to pull it out before you remove your cake. If not, when you remove your cake, your pull tab is going to be at the bottom. Your pull
your start.
your start string of yarn is going to be at the bottom. It's going to be all the way through the cake. Yeah.
So you got to pull that up before you take it off.
Yeah. Just take it out of the little split that's at the top. You see that split there at the top of this one?
Okay.
And then remember, you can put your band down in the middle of it, so you'll have the information.
Oh, like nice.
This is
I have to go hit the Petco bottle. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. And you just wind this up tight so where it'll fit in the hole. And just stick it down inside of it, and you got.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Now Veronica showed us that once you cake your yarn up, you can take a bobby pin. Let me get one. You can take a bobby pin and just go right through the first couple of layers of your cake, and it'll keep your yarn from unwinding off of it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And if you go to a hair store, you can get like 1,000 bobby pins for like $2.
Or at the dollar store.
Yeah. Well, Dollar Tree, you get like, I think 50 for $1.25.
Oh, okay. I don't buy bobby pins anymore, but when I did.
But yeah, because I bought the first one I bought from Hobby Lobby, and that thing didn't last but a few months.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't buy it because I saw that one at Hobby Lobby. They don't even have them anymore, I don't think. I haven't seen them.
And then I invested in this one and that Swift. But this thing lasted about 2 years, and it'll still do, but it's skipping. And when it's skipping, your yarn goes everywhere.
Oh.
And you have to stop and unwind it because it normally gets wrapped around here. And everything else. So.
All right. I'm just gonna spend I'm cheap, you know that, but I'm gonna spend the $80 because I just want it to be nice and not have problems. I'll have problems anyway, so I don't need to have more problems.
Right. And that's why I went on and invested in that Stanwood because, you know, we're going to be caking up yarn.
Yeah. I'll be messaging you, Jeannie, on Instagram. Help.
And the only thing that I ever used to do with my yarn before I even got a yarn winder or anything like that was sit here, ball it up by hand.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Well, I take my hanks and I put them on my big, huge office chair because it's really big, and it's the same. It's a little bit bigger than my hanks are, and then I just do it by hand. It's very lame.
Yep.
But
even
I don't use
mini skeins that I made that shawl out of that I referred to as It's So Ugly It's Pretty. They were mini skeins. They were like 20 grams. I mean, they wasn't much at all. I still use my Swift for it.
You still what?
I use my Swift.
Oh, okay. For the mini ones?
For the little minis. I tried not to, and that was my worst nightmare. I said, oh, this is just a little mini hank. I ain't got to use my Swift.
You're like, oh, yeah, I do.
I can just use my hands and take care of this. No.
Hey, D Yummy, welcome in. Missy says, thank you, Jeannie, for showing us. I Love to Crochet Tank says thank you.
Y'all are so welcome. Y'all know I don't mind sharing anything with anybody.
Because you gave me an education, really. I will really think about getting that.
You know, I didn't know anything like that existed, and when I found out that it did,
You're like, I'm gonna real quick. Dawn says, can anyone tell me the secret to getting new members? I have a fear of being in my videos and doing lives.
What you mean you have a fear of being in your video? Like you don't want to be face to face? in the camera, or?
Hey, Dawn, be more specific. Do you not want to be face to face on camera, and you don't want to do lives? I mean, it's kind of the name of the game, though. You know, you really need to make. You need to make You really need to make videos as much as possible.
You need to do your videos to get your views up, and then you need to do lives to get your watch hours up if you're wanting to get monetized.
And I got my watch hours. I have a lot of watch hours, and this is even before I did lives. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, making content. And I'll tell you another one. I'm not saying
you go back up and highlight my where I've dropped the Stanwood metal yarn winder at.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the screen.
I was trying to highlight it earlier. Just a second. Let me see if I can do it now. Well, what the heck? Now I just went to Amazon. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get it.
Now, if you pin it at the top, it's going to take your link for somebody to come up on the panel off.
Oh, it will?
Yeah, it'll unpin it and pin it up there.
Well, we don't want to do that.
Melissa, okay. If you go up in the chat just a little bit, right above Dark Sky where it says Nice Crochet Coffee and Cats. I put the link in there already. It says large metal yarn fiber wool string ball winder 10 ounce.
Yeah, I see it. What do you want me to do with it?
Just click on it and put it on the screen so she'll know what to look for.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Where is that down at the bottom? Okay.
How do you do what, Dawn? The best way to get over being scared of doing lives on your own channel is when people offer people to come up on their panel, come up on the panel. That's how I started out.
Yeah.
Let me adjust my camera.
That's a good idea. Just come up and just come up. If you don't mind, come up today.
I mean, Lord, look at me. Y'all just seen all my rolls and fat and everything else.
Listen to you, Jeannie. Shut up. Listen to you.
What? Nice. Not fat.
I mean, and you got to have that I don't care attitude too, really.
That's right.
And be you and don't be somebody that's fake.
Nope.
And be confident about it, because you know what? Everybody has a different personality. Everybody has different things they're going to focus on. And this is how I look at it. Somebody needs to listen to you. Okay.
Right.
It's just like anything else. People need to see what you're making, whether it's knitting, crocheting, your artwork, because you're going to inspire somebody. You're going to give people ideas. You're going to give people hope. There's so much stuff you do by making videos and by showing up. So just show up, make videos, and I like Jeannie's idea, the first one. Go on somebody else's live and just get used to it. That's a good idea. Real good idea. And I'll tell you another thing. I'm not saying become a haul channel. Okay, I'm not saying become a haul channel. But what I'm saying to you is, for one, I love to watch haul. I like to watch what people are buying, whether it's Dollar Tree hauls or whether it's yarn hauls. I like to watch because then I know what's in the stores, and then I can go get the stuff. So it informs me, and I don't have to keep running to all these stores. So, and people like it, and it'll get you some practice, and it'll also get you some watch hours, easy watch hours, especially Dollar Tree hauls. It'll give you some watch hours. I'm not saying become a haul channel, just to help you out a little bit, give you some cushion. So that's another thing I think is good. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got started doing when I started out on YouTube, people wasn't offering help. People that had been doing YouTube for years and years and years, and some of the bigger channels, I reached out to them. They never responded back.
I know. Rude.
Yeah.
And that's why you have so many small channels like me, Veronica, Angie, and everybody else helping newer ones coming in, helping smaller channels, because the big ones aren't going to help you because they see you as competition.
Yeah.
I'm not in competition with anyone. Anything that I've learned throughout my journey, y'all hear me say all the time, if it hadn't been for Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet, I don't know what I would have done. Yeah. Me and her started at the same time on YouTube, and me and her helped each other out on YouTube and everything. So bigger channels, don't even waste your strokes to type an email and send it to them because you're not going to get no response.
And it's ridiculous because there's
that was where we were.
Yeah, and there's room for everybody though. There's room for everybody. That's why I don't mind sharing everything I know. I share with everybody because you know what? Nobody's going to make a video how I make it. Nobody's going to draw something how I draw it. No one's going to knit something how I knit it. I have my own thumbprint and you have your own thumbprint. So there's this room for everybody. And if people can understand that, it would be so much nicer.
I just really, yeah, because I see exactly what you're saying because, you know, again, believe it or not, it was Angie that got me started years ago on coming on and everything like that. So, you know, and I still haven't reached my watch hours where they should be. I don't know what's going on with that, but, you know, I'm not worried.
Do you do lives?
I do lives. I did one yesterday. I do shorts. I do everything, but I think there's something wrong with the algorithm in there, and I wrote them a little note, so I guess they'll email me back. Because it seems like they're taking some of my hours instead of adding more to it. I go on every day, either with a short and then, you know, things like that. But hey, I'm not really worried about that.
Well, the shorts just started happening.
Yeah, I know, and I think what's happening with that is that they're taking some of my time instead of giving it to me, but I'll see. I'm not really worried about that.
Indeed, let me tell you, when I first decided to do a YouTube channel, first I prayed to God. I don't never do anything without him leading me.
That's right.
And when I got confirmation from him, that's when I started it. Did I start it the day that I got that? No, it took me 3 weeks to do my first video. And I finally said, forget it, I'm going with it. And in my very first video, if you go back and watch my very first intro video, I tell you, I am who I am. You either gonna like me or you gonna love me. Either way it go, I really don't care. And if you don't like me, just keep on going. I'm not for you and you're not for me.
Exactly.
That's just like if I lose subscribers, I don't sweat it. I don't bother with it because guess what? I lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. I gain way more than what I lost plus some.
Exactly.
When I do a giveaway, in every giveaway I do, I tell you, if you just here to subscribe for that giveaway, don't even worry about hitting that button. Keep on down the road. That's being true to who I am and meaning what I say. If you're just here because I'm doing a giveaway, don't subscribe to my channel because once that giveaway is over with and they don't win, they're going to come back and unsubscribe from you. Then that's going to affect your algorithm within YouTube.
Oh,
so
really?
Don't even subscribe. Yeah, because now they got to adjust for what took place from that person being subscribed to you during that time and stuff. That's why they say everything is always changing in YouTube and everything else.
I see.
Yay, V got her first 1,000 watch hours in her Spanish channel.
Woohoo!
And she's just doing videos. She's not doing lives over there.
Yeah, you guys, just doing videos will do it. I didn't start doing lives consistently until a couple months ago. Before that, I just used to make videos. I probably made 3 or 4 or 5 videos a week. But I wasn't doing lives. And you can get a lot of watch hours making videos.
And look, the newcomers that are coming into YouTube now, y'all got it made. Y'all getting a community tab before even getting 500 subscribers now. You're able to do lives and stuff like that because of StreamYard and other streaming software out there. But when we first got started, you didn't get a community tab till you hit 1,000 subscribers. And then when I first came in, it was you had to have 1,000 subscribers and you could get monetized. Soon as we got started, a couple of months later, they changed it. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what happened to me too. And I think really because I wasn't paying attention to it at first, because I was just on here just to entertain myself and learn things and stuff like that. And so then I finally said, okay, I'm going to get serious about this. And that's when they changed the whole thing.
Well, I've been on here for 10 or 12 years, something like that. And it wasn't even this serious like it is now. Like, I think you had to get, I don't even think there was a thing of, there was no watch hours. I don't even think there was a community tab. Was there a community tab 10 or 12 years ago?
No.
No.
So there was no community tab. You didn't have to have, I think you had to have 1,000, either 500 or 1,000 to get monetized. I can't remember if it was 500 or 1,000.
We had to have 1,000 when I started 2 years ago.
1,000 for the community tab too.
Yeah, but 10 or 12 years ago, was it like that? I don't even think, I think it was 500 10 or 12 years ago.
On here then.
Yeah. Well, I've been on here like 12 years, 12 years now, and I think it was 500. I didn't even worry about it though. I didn't even stress about it. I was in the crafting community and I just made videos and I had
I love how we help each other though.
But now they kind of put some pressure. Don't you have to have these watch hours in a certain amount of time?
Yeah, if you don't have the 4,000,
you have to have 4,000 watch hours in a year.
Dang.
And you have that. You don't just get that one time. You have to keep that up.
You have to keep 4,000 watch hours every year to maintain monetization.
But you guys, it's no big deal to get those 4,000 watch hours if you're making videos. Like I get.
And if you do lives, that helps.
And I'm not trying to brag, but I do 4,000 to 6,000 a month. Okay, and that's because, and I didn't even know what my analytics were because I ain't like that, but I looked it up finally because people were telling me different things, so I looked them up. So just do videos. You do 3 or 4 videos a week. You're not going to have to worry about your watch hours. Make videos.
And I here for the past couple of weeks, I've been giving little suggestions on if you're a new channel. You're welcome, Melissa. If you're a new channel and you're just wanting to start out and you're wanting to do your video, I do suggest that you do a little short intro video talking about who you are, how long you've been crocheting, knitting or both, who taught you. Just, introduce us to you. And then find something that you like to do, like I did doing the mandala blanket. I finished it. I will do my last video next Tuesday on it, showing that it's done, but I'm going to start another one. And when I do that video, I'm going to show you the yarn choices that I picked for my second one. We're going to be doing the All in the Family mandala starting next year as a crochet along, just a bunch of different YouTubers that's wanting to join in on it. That some of them's already picked out their yarn they're using. Some of them's already started it.
Yep.
You can do a video every week showing your progress on that blanket. It can be a 10-minute video. It don't have to be a 30-minute to an hour video every time you do a video.
I never was nervous about doing videos.
Neither was I.
Well, I had this thought. If I didn't like it, I could redo it.
Yeah.
I was nervous about lives. I wasn't nervous about making videos. I was nervous about the lives though.
Not really nervous, but not really, because you do have those trolls and whatnot. I was a little hesitant about that, but that's why I have a million mods on my channel. I had a knee-jerk reaction to somebody told me they were bots because it was so many. What an attack I had one time. Lord, I was making everybody moderator.
You're like, I was hesitant because I didn't know if I wanted to commit to time, because I'm always creating. Like, that's all I do besides my eBay business. I just create all the time, whether it's my mixed media or it's knitting or pottery or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to commit that time that every Wednesday I'm going to be here at 5 o'clock. I don't know if I want to commit to every Friday at 11 like I'm doing now. But now I've done it and now I love it. I love having the times. I love having the community. So I'm so glad I did it.
Now, see, that's the thing about doing lives now, because there's so many people out there on YouTube and you got so many new channels now that because of StreamYard and other streaming software, they can now do lives without having to get to that 500 or 1,000 subscriber mark and everything else.
Yeah.
When I was doing it, I was told that you couldn't do your first live till you reached 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, was that what the rules were?
I don't know if it was or if that's just what I was told.
By the time I got on, I was using either StreamYard or StreamLab on my phone.
But I didn't do my first live till I hit 1K subscribers. Then I had to continue doing lives in order to get that 4K to get monetized. It was well over a year before all that happened for me.
Dang.
And now you got all these smaller channels coming in with 100 and some subscribers, 200, 400, doing lives on certain days at a certain time and stuff like that. What I say about that is do your live when you can do it, based on your life, your schedule, because you know when you can do it. Are you going to probably step on somebody's toes? Yes, you probably will. But now you can't help but step on people's toes.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. I was telling Jeannie, I kind of felt like a live hog because when I started years ago, I was
Granny
I
D,
think I was just doing it 3 times a week. Then
you earned it, Granny D.
They couldn't.
You earned your time. You've been doing it for a long time. You earned it.
Yeah, and I just do an hour at a time. But like Jeannie says now, everybody's coming on, even the smaller channels and stuff. But
you know, when I first started doing,
just 1 second, Jeannie. Melissa, go down to the bottom of the chat and you'll see Jeannie has a link to that Amazon, to the Stanwood winder. It's at the bottom of the chat. Somewhere at the bottom.
That's just like when I started out doing my lives, I dedicated Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Well, Kelly was doing her live. She would go live at she's on Eastern Standard Time. So she would go live right after I started my live. Well, I like going to Kelly's lives. So one night on my live, a lot of people I went live on a Monday one night and they liked me doing the live on Monday. So I asked them, would it be better for me to change mine to Monday? And I said, that way, that'll give me an opportunity to go to Kelly's on Tuesday.
Yeah,
they would prefer me to do mine on Monday. Well, now everybody goes live on Monday at the exact same time. But guess what?
No matter how you slice it, that's the way it happens.
That's okay, because guess what? Those that truly are my subscribers and my family, they're going to be at my live.
Exactly.
The ones that follow the other people, they're going to be at their lives. And some people multitask and use multiple devices and
that's
be
what
at
I
all
try to do. Yeah,
I do that too. Sometimes I do watch multiple people at the same time, and then that gets them their watch hours too. You know, so it helps them out, and I get to see both. Dawn says, I'm scared to do a live and still nervous to do videos. Oh, Dawn, don't be scared. Just do it.
It's just, when you're making videos, just act like you're. Chris even said this, that floored me at the Secret Yarnery. She said when she did her first live, she just pictured that she was talking to me, talking to Granny D. I said, oh, my Lord.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was sweet. But yeah, just you're talking to your buddy, and we are your buddies. So, like I say, if you do it, run it back, watch it. If you don't like it, redo it.
No, we all sorts of things. When we're at Granny D's, we nutty buddies. When you're at my house, we butterflies. And when we at Veronica's, we the superheroes.
It's fun.
But
Dawn says it's so frustrating because I can't even get 100. So Dawn, are you making? Have we talked to Dawn already? Dawn, are you making videos? Are you going live? So you gotta make videos. Got to go live. You'll get past that 100.
Dawn, some people aren't going to subscribe to your channel if you don't have content. I mean, that's just how they are, because they don't see a purpose of you subscribing. Even if we say it's for you to get your community tab. And I don't even know now what point YouTube is even doing a community tab.
I know some people are getting it at 89 subscribers. I heard they were just doing
that everybody was
at random, but that's not fair.
Mm-mm.
I don't think they should do that.
The ones that are coming in now on YouTube have it made compared to what it was when we started out on YouTube and we had all these goals that you had to meet.
And I don't think they ought to put ads on ones that aren't monetized either. And they just making the bucks and that person's not.
Because my videos was had ads on them before I became monetized.
Oh yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine did. I don't know about it. But I just don't think that's right for YT to do that.
Are they going to put ads? Are they going to start monetizing the shorts or no? Do you guys know?
Yeah, you can monetize them now.
Okay, well, I have been monetizing them, but when do they put that? When do they put the ad on? At the beginning?
I don't know because I hadn't seen any monetization from none of mine. Well, I'm gonna put it like this: the email that I received on them, it said that they will not start being monetized until the first of the year. So if you don't go ahead and monetize it now, you'll have to go back and monetize them after the first of the year. So I'm just monetizing mine.
Yeah, I'm monetizing mine now too. I kind of think that, well, the thing about it is I've never seen a video with any short, but my funds are going up, and I think it's because of those shorts, and they are getting monetized. Is it, or is it from something else?
What it is now the shorts are being counted in your algorithms. Before, the shorts didn't count as nothing but just as a short.
Okay.
So if you're getting thousands of views on those shorts, that's what's driving your money up, because your ad rate is going up, because you're paid on YouTube based on your number of views.
Gotcha.
For every 1,000 views you get, your CPM, which is cent per mile, goes up, and then your rate per mile goes up.
Okay.
And all of that has to do with your ads.
Gotcha.
The more views you get, the more money you get from you. The more pennies you get from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pennies.
Yeah, it's pennies. It's not like we're getting rich, but you know, it's something.
Now there are some out there that make a living on YouTube,
but they work.
Yep.
Like Crystal, I mean, that girl works.
You know, and that's the key with YouTube is consistency.
Like
Granny D said, consistency is the key.
Yeah, and if you're set up for Mondays at 5 o'clock, you really ought to try to be there at 5, not 5:20 and 5, whenever. And
another thing that I've noticed with YouTube, not YouTube, but the communities, whether it's the Yarny community or the homesteader community or any other community, because I watch a lot of other things on YouTube besides yarn.
So do I.
And that helps you too, because you get those subscribers as well.
Right. You have to be a channel that does not create drama.
Amen.
And you have to be a channel that does not solicit to drama.
Amen.
Exactly.
Or be a part of anybody else's drama too, because people are not going to subscribe if you are involved in any type of drama or your channel is all about drama.
Amen. I don't like the drama, like V says. No drama, llama.
Nope.
Hey, Kristen, welcome in.
And the main thing is just being true to yourself. Be who you are. Don't put on 5 different faces when you get in front of the camera.
Yeah,
that's true too.
There's another amen.
Because I'm the exact same way off camera as I am on camera.
Oh, and like Jeannie said, if you're looking for content, I have the Lenny KRAVITZ Super Scarf knit and crochet along, and I discuss the whole thing every Friday. I go live every Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, and that would be a great thing, because like Jeannie said, you can just come on every week, 10 minutes, and discuss where you're at with your Lenny KRAVITZ Super Scarf, and that's a video right there every week, just talking about that. Go and talk about Jeannie. If you join her knit, her crochet along, you can talk about that. So,
and I'm gonna give another example. Monfa Makes, Sam, Monfa Makes some more. It's her and her husband, her and Mike, Sam and Mike. They are doing right now. They got a book called the 100 Crochet Tile Book, And this is just an example of what you can do to start out
I've
your
seen
channel.
this.
To start out your channel, y'all. They're taking and they're making a tile a week. And they're starting from the very first tile in the book. And they've made it. They've showed it. I think now they're on week 13. That's 100 videos if you do one tile a week, y'all.
And they make the same one, but they'll pick different colors.
They pick different colors and maybe different yarn.
Yeah.
He shows his, she shows hers. And at the end of it, they will have 200 blocks of all different shapes and sizes, because you have some that are triangle. You have some that are like mosaic in here and everything. Just like me, I'm starting the mandalas. Y'all see 2 more mandalas that I have made out of this book Friday.
Cool.
This is 30 mandalas. I'm doing 2 a week. Instead of 1 a week, I'm doing 2 a week. So this is 15 weeks of videos.
There you go. Are you doing tutorials with them or just showing how yours turn out?
What I make, talking about the yarn that I do use, what I like about the yarn, what I don't like about the yarn. Because I'm not just using cotton yarn. I'm doing acrylics and different other types of yarns too. The ones that I want to use that need to be cotton, I'm going to do them in cotton.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, Jeannie, Becky D has a question. She says, Jeannie, did you cake that ombre yarn with the yarn winder you just showed us?
Yes.
Just gonna go through some of these comments real quick. Welcome back, Laura. When I bought my Swift ball winder, okay, here we go. Something. When I bought my, okay, Racine says, when I bought my Swift ball winder, I was told the amount of tension you have between the two will eliminate the tension tightness, and you can have your balls wound up for a long time.
But you just, like I was saying, you don't want them too loose. You don't want them too tight. Just right. You'll know.
Yeah.
I usually just hold mine between my finger like this. I'll put my finger over the yarn like this and just let it run through there. It's not bent like a hook. It's just like loosely, and it's just running right between that joint of my finger.
Well, that makes sense. Well, it's my goal to learn how to crochet this before the year's out, so.
You'll do it.
You know. Oh, yeah. My mother used to do both, but I just took to the knitting for some reason.
My mom did not do either one. My grandmother crocheted. She tried to teach me how, but I was a kid. I wasn't too. But I used to do those crewel embroidery sets, the little things.
Yeah.
I
used to do them when I was little.
And then later on, when I was married, had kids, I got into counted cross stitch. I really enjoyed that. My youngest daughter does more of that than anything, but they both spin and they know how to crochet and knit. And the oldest one really knits mostly. She does the fancy color work and stuff.
Oh,
how cool!
Wow.
You taught your girls how to knit or crochet?
Just the basics, and boy, they passed me by in a hurry. That's all right.
Do they knit or crochet?
They can do both.
So I was one of those kids that was just nosy. I wanted to learn everything.
And they both spin. They both have spinning wheels.
Brandy, what did you learn first, knit or crochet?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Knit at 9 years old and 4-H club.
Oh, how cool. I only learned like 6 years ago on YouTube. I just watched people that I could learn from, that I related to, and then I learned how on YouTube.
I just learned to crochet not long before I started my channel.
Oh, you used to only knit?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you want to learn to crochet?
Cross stitch and
because she's seen all this
so many
stuff
people
that
that came
we
to
were
my
making.
channel, even though it says knit, purl, and squirrel, were crocheters.
What'd you
Even
say?
Madonna, that's like, don't say that knit word. I'm like, it says knit in my channel. I love Madonna. We do whatever.
Oh yeah, Madonna.
I said Madonna just got a bad taste in her mouth from some snooty knitters, and I know there are some snooty knitters. They probably some snooty crocheters too.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're all the same with that one.
Well,
a lot of the yarn shops, I think, did and maybe still do cater more to knitters.
I'll tell you that I went to a yarn shop here in Delaware, and it was in Wilmington, and I was, I used to teach at the school in Wilmington when I first came here, and because I was waiting to go get my other job. I came from Massachusetts, and I got a job at Del Tech, which is a college, but I taught for a while until, for the summer and summer school until I could go to work in the September. So I went to one of the yarn shops, and the woman completely just overlooked me like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I knit." And so I want to see a couple of patterns because I want to make something. Another lady came in with her daughter, and she said, "Can you help me?" And the woman just walked away. So I just left. There. So, I don't really think that yarn shop is.
But I think things have changed a lot.
Melissa's coloring and multitasking. Welcome in.
At least I hope so.
Well, no, I don't even think it was because of me per se. I just figured that she thought I was a novice knitter, and I've been knitting since I was about 6 or 7. So,
Melissa, I can help you understand the pattern.
Well, Jeannie, don't you have videos about that? Or on Mondays you're teaching how to read patterns on Mondays?
I'm gonna start doing that next Monday. Not next Monday, next month in November. I'm gonna use Hobby Lobbies that you pull off the little thing.
Free one.
I'm gonna use the free ones off of Premiere. I've got some free ones off of Line Brand's website.
There's a whole bunch on Hobie too.
Yes, I don't see where they would get mad with me using them because I'm doing a service really to them, because if I can teach people how to read their patterns, guess what? They'll go over and get them and make the stuff.
Exactly. Hey, Melissa. Exactly. I mean, is there a problem with
6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Melissa, the first Monday in November, which will be November the 7th, and I'm going to scan the patterns that I'm going to be using into my computer, and I'm going to share a Google document link on my community tab where you'll be able to print those patterns off and have them with you the night we do these, and you'll be able to write on them and make notes, because I'm gonna go in depth with these patterns.
So are they beginners patterns, or are they?
We're gonna start with beginner.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to easy. Then we're gonna go to intermediate, and then we're gonna go to advanced.
I have a whole bunch of crochet hooks that I actually got. I do product reviews, so they sent me some crochet hooks, I guess because they thought I knitted and I crochet too, but I didn't. So I told them, everybody when I did them. So they've been there for about maybe a year in this package, and I'm just itching to use them.
Hey, Samaya, welcome in. Yes, Samaya, take a picture and email it to me, and I will see what I can help you with.
And Danya, I think Crystal Bagaday does a great job with tutorials. Also, I mean, Jeannie will be great. Jeannie really does go in depth and everything. Yeah. But
Crystal with Bagaday is good, but I think I got into where she's intermediate or something like that.
Yeah, go for the easier part, like this tote bag that this is the second one I've made. Felted. This is nothing but one stitch, half double crochet.
Well, that was Crystal?
Yep.
Because I watched
it about 5 months ago. You'll see her standing outside in the yard.
It's considered intermediate because it has handles on it.
Oh.
And because it's felted. Meaning that it's made with 100% wool, then you put it in hot water. Right. That's the only thing that classifies that as intermediate. And that's the thing about patterns. A lot of people will run from an intermediate and an advanced pattern even as a beginner because of the words intermediate and advanced.
That's me.
But the only thing that defines it, it could have front post double crochets in it. It could have back post double crochets. It could have some shells in it. It could be a combination of stitches that make it an intermediate or an advanced pattern. Okay. But if you know how to do a single crochet, half double, and a double crochet, and I can teach you how to read a beginning pattern and understanding how the pattern is written, you can do intermediate and advanced.
The only thing that I can do with crochet is the single chain. That's it. Okay, that's as far as I got with that. But I do finish my sweaters off and things like that with the single chain.
You mean the single crochet?
Single crochet?
Yeah, the crochet chain. Yeah, but other than that, I really do want to learn how to crochet. I've seen some patterns that I really like.
If you got the want to, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
And a lot of times Crystal will say this is an intermediate pattern or adventurous beginner, she'll say, but follow along, see what you can do. You can probably do this.
Jeannie, do you have videos that teach you how to crochet from the very beginning to chain and all that?
I don't, but I can do them.
Does V?
There's plenty out there. All you got to do is search. Do a search for whatever you want to learn.
Yeah. That's how I learned how to knit. I just started searching and just finding people. How do I learn how to knit? And then I started finding the people that I related to and I can understand what they're saying. And that's what I do every time I want to look. Like I need to learn how to make one in knitting. So I looked at three or four different videos, learning how to make one, and now I know how to do it. But it took me 3 or 4 people before I found that person that I can relate to.
Angie, since you knit, a lot of people told me, and I told them because other people were telling me, and then I checked her out, and I'm like, well, I can't see what she's doing. Very pink knits. She's great, I'm sure, but I need somebody closer up. I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Granny D likes I do my tutorial because I'm right up on the screen.
Yes, that's what I need.
I think that's what it is. Because I don't relate to watching her videos either. She's good, she's excellent, but I don't relate to her videos either. So I
just can't see what she's doing.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe she's not close enough up on it. I'm not sure. But
she's not for me anyway.
Oh no, you know what she did do for me though? Because I was knitting my pink sweater, and it was shrinking as I was knitting it. I'm like, what in the world is going on? This sweater had shrunk like 5 or 6 inches. I was pissed. And so I'm like, am I a tight knitter? I don't even know. So I looked up what a tight knitter is. And yes, I was a tight knitter. I was pulling, see this string, this over here, every time I would knit, I'd pull this side.
Oh my gosh.
Really tight. And so she said, you need to go up a needle size if you're doing that and stop pulling that on your right hand. As soon as I did that, my knitting, it looked better. I was faster.
That's true. You do get tips and tricks and stuff from all over the place.
From everybody. And and my knitting looked better and I could go faster and I wasn't knitting so tight now. So
yeah.
Now I do have a tutorial on how to do a granny square without turning your yarn, without turning it from side to side, from back to back, back to front.
Yeah, I was just hearing that from somebody today. They said they do that because if they don't, it looks wonky, but you got a way to do it where it won't.
I don't never block no square.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
I've only ever done one granny square that, just grows. You just keep doing rounds of it or whatever.
And that's what I'm doing now, but I'm not going from front to back.
Deanna says, I have about a foot of my super scarf in a Tunisian knit stitch. Oh my gosh, Deanna, I bet that's going to be gorgeous. Deanna, do you belong to the Facebook group and have you posted yet? Because I want to see that in Tunisian knit stitch.
You got to make my picture. I thought about it today and then it was a yucky day. So maybe tomorrow will be nice.
Yeah, great. Oh, Granny D, did you join the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want to see it, Granny D.
It's something it's not knitted. I was already crocheting it, but you told me it was okay. You've seen it, I think.
It's a knit and crochet along, so of course it's okay.
Yeah. It's
okay. Rosie says I can knit very slow, but when I drop stitches, I get all beat out of shape because I don't know how to correct them.
Yeah, you can look up fixing dropped stitches in knitting. You use a crochet hook to do it.
I just keep going.
With a drop stitch?
No. See, Angie, you got me on there because I never used to keep going, but recently I just
keep going with the drop stitch, and it's like a run in your hose. It'll keep going.
That's what it looks like to me, like you done snagged your pantyhose.
It doesn't.
I actually sew it together.
What'd you say?
I said I actually sew. When I've dropped a couple of stitches, I actually sew it together, whatever.
Sometimes I sew it, but this is the thing. My projects are so big. Okay, you ain't gonna see no damn drop stitch. You see my big old shawl?
Yeah, but you got big old needles and big old yarn. You can see a big old hole.
But I don't. No, but I don't always like my sweater that I did. That just did that with worsted weight, and I probably dropped a stitch. But again, and nobody sees it. I mean, I'm not talking about having tons of holes, but here and there, nobody.
Well, some people make intentional holes and stuff or runs to get that whatever look that is. Like your holes in your jeans and stuff.
I don't slip stitch.
No, but see,
I don't do the slip stitch to the next space and then go up. When I get back around here to the corner, I'll show y'all how I do it.
Are you talking about crochet?
Oh, yeah. Sunita says she don't like to slip stitch to the chain. She prefers
You know, some people, to keep going around and around to keep from going front to back with a granny square, they'll slip stitch over to the next space and start there and go. I don't do that either. I start from the corner that I end in.
Well, what I'm talking about is when I'm knitting and a stitch slips off of this needle here. That's what I'm talking about. I just skip.
That's a drop stitch.
I drop stitch. Yeah, not slip stitch, drop stitch. I just drop it and go.
When I started knitting again,
will it unravel?
No.
That stitch will all the way down like a run in a pantyhose.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It might. It won't come. It'll go.
Keep going. I've done that before.
It can go all the way down to your cast on. It'll stop there. I mean, it's not going to fall apart, but you'll see a run.
Well, Granny D, let me tell you. Okay, when I started knitting again after I had the stroke, I made all of my granddaughters blankets. Okay, and because I had made the oldest granddaughter a blanket, but that was years ago, and then of course I had the stroke, so I didn't knit for about 2.5 years, and then I had to get my brain back into knitting and sitting. And so the one that I did my granddaughter, I dropped a couple of stitches, and I noticed it after I finished it. I sewed it and I put little tassels on all of it. So it looks like there's these cute little, and I had it yesterday because she washed it yesterday, and I should have taken a picture of it. I have an old picture somewhere, but
can you tell that you've had to fix it?
Not after I put those tassels on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've boogered stuff up before and put a little applique or something over it.
Yep. So, I mean, you can.
No, I'm not trying to fuss with you, Angie, honey, but what I'm talking about makes, like I'm saying, like a run in a pantyhose, but it would go, I mean, it wouldn't go so far as to split your project. It would go, it might go just to a certain spot, and then, but depending on how you might pull or whatever, it might keep going to your cast on.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Whatever, girl. You do you. I do me. We do whatever.
Exactly. But you know what happens to me? Like I said, my projects are so damn big. Okay, my boho cardigan, you ain't gonna see no drop stitch or no drop stitch in there. It's so big.
Hey, and I love them. I love your style.
And also, I don't. A lot of times, I knit with a lot of, what is this called? What is this called? It's not striped. It's like
mulberry.
Yeah. What is it? Marbled, or you know how it turns out? It's not striped.
It's you'd call that self striping, wouldn't you?
No, but it's not striping though. It's like marled.
Oh, yeah, it is too. Yeah. Yeah.
So marled even makes it better. So you don't see any drop stitches when it's marled. And I do a lot of marled type of yarn.
Doesn't it have some places where it's not marled too, or is it all?
It's all marled.
Is it?
I did, says V, and you must have it set for children too because you can't comment on it.
Did you see that message, Jeannie?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I saw her video, but you can't leave a comment on it. So
don't you love it when people have giveaways and they do that, and you're like,
right.
Am I missing something here?
It's
probably just that they made an honest, they didn't even realize what they had done.
If you're just coming in and you're talking about a bad review, I gave a wood yarn swift that I ordered off of Amazon a bad review because the wood screw that come with it, the hole in the base of the swift was not threaded, so I couldn't screw my swift in to attach it to the table. I could push the screw in and it wouldn't hold tight. So I did give them a bad review.
I'd have called the company though too or whatever and said, can you send me another one? Or here's what happened.
I tried to contact them, but I never could get nobody on the phone. They was you know how that goes when you order stuff off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Amazon would have made it good since I'm a Prime member, but sometimes it's better just to get something else and not have to deal with all the darn red tape.
Right.
I've never had a problem with them.
I hadn't had none that I can think of with them, but it just depends on who you get from, what you get.
I suppose so, yeah.
I mean, that's just like the bag bottoms that I ordered. I didn't look at all of them when I got them. And then once I finally looked at them, some of the rivet heads was missing on just one bottom. You know, it's got the hole in there. It don't have the metal plate cover.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on there and I let them know that they still didn't get 5 stars because it was missing the plates on them.
Right.
And it was just one base. But you have to let people know, you know, how their product is being sent to you in order for them to improve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see that, but I just believe in getting in touch with whoever and see if they'll make it right. But you did that.
Yeah. Well, I sent them a message too, and I never got a response back either. So.
Oh, good, Anita. She just ordered a rosewood swift and winder for her Christmas birthday gift to her.
Oh, nice.
We should do that, I think.
Oh, yeah. I treat myself to my anniversary and stuff.
I treat myself for a day I woke up.
Exactly.
Listen,
I treat myself as much as
I
possible.
tell all of my family, this is what I tell all my family, okay? For Christmas, for my birthday, for my bar mitzvah, and I'm not even Jewish, okay?
And you're not a male?
They can give me a Michael's card or a Joann's fabric card. And now they give me a Hobby
It's
Lobby
the right
card.
size and color, ain't it? Mm-hmm. What I do for my kids for Christmas, hand them each $100.
That's what I'm doing for all the other grandchildren.
They're better than good. They're like, Mommy, you don't have to do all that. I'm like, I don't do anything else for y'all.
Listen,
for Christmas and for their birthday.
Good job, Gloria.
Now I only have one young grandchild, you know, that's not a teenager. All the rest are teenagers or grown, okay?
Well, so see, I don't have but 2 daughters and 2 grands, so it ain't like I got a whole bunch.
Well, I've got one daughter, 2 daughters. Well, one doesn't have any children, and I had a son, but my son died in February, so he never had any children.
Sorry to hear that.
So sorry.
He had diverticulitis. Yeah.
I have 2 daughters, and one has the 2 grands, the one in Florida, of course. So I've only ever gotten to see my grands a couple times a year. And but we FaceTime and we do stuff. But my youngest one, that's 30 minutes away, has always said, no youngins, and she's 31, so there ain't gonna be none.
I do my kids like my mama did us when we started having children. She stopped doing for us and started doing for the grandkids.
That's what I do.
How my parents did, and there was only 2 of us.
And my daughter says to me all the time.
Well, I got 6 kids and 9 grandchildren, so
yeah, you got a bunch.
Yeah.
I wish Hannah would have so I could, but I get my baby fixes by watching newborn and I just love, and preemies, I know they have a time and the parents have a time. I can't imagine leaving the hospital without having your youngin' with you when you go into and you know, their kids in NICU for half a year or however long, but they're so cute. Yeah. They're so teeny weeny.
Welcome in, Mary.
But I like any newborn.
Hey, Mary. She's doing a round circle crochet granny stitch blanket with scrap yarn. That's gonna be pretty. That is what I call vintage.
That's gonna be pretty.
Because the granny square is a vintage stitch, and then you're using scrap yarn, so really nothing gonna go together.
That's gonna look. Hey, Carolyn, welcome in. Welcome in, Cynthia King.
It's gonna be vintage.
I know, Sandy. I love it. Hook, crochet. That's Sandy. She said she treats herself for her husband's birthday.
She did. She ordered that camera. She ordered that Joy You Sing
document reader.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw her. She said, "What's that? What's that?" I'm like, next time I saw, and I was lurking, Sandy. I saw your hands. I said, "She done got that thing." Nice tickle for you.
All those days I say, give me little gift cards. I'm good. I go buy what I want.
That's what I tell mine too, because I heard my husband one time telling them that don't buy her yarn because you really don't know what to buy her.
Mine don't buy me yarn because they've seen this mess and they've tried to help pick up this mess, and they've done it several times, and I just turn around and screw it up again, even though I swear I'm not going to do it.
You see, y'all have yarn. I have a little corner over here over my dresser.
You don't know how jealous I am of you, of just having that. I would be so much better off.
But see, because I have my art room, which is altogether different.
Oh, okay.
So I won't put my yarn out there in my art room because if anybody gets any glitter, and so one of my youngest granddaughter is 9 years old, so she still uses the art room. So if anybody gets any glitter,
well, that's okay. You'll have sparkle yarn then.
That's true. That's true. I agree with that, but I just rather have it. I don't have a whole lot.
When I go to Walmart, that's the kind of yarn they got. Something that looks like a third of the aisle. Some kids done come through it with sparkle glue and got it all over the dang one yarn. They only have one of this kind of yarn that I wanted, and it's got darn blue junk all over it.
Mine have more with the ball bands off of it than they do with the ball bands. I did a little short today of my little yarn section at Walmart.
Walmart's pitiful over here.
And the employees are so darn lazy and sorry at my Walmart. Instead of them taking the cakes, it was some new mandala cake, ombre cakes. Instead of them taking it out of the plastic and putting them on the shelf, they just stick the whole 3-pack on the shelf in the plastic. Which I'm going to tell you what somebody's going to end up doing. They're going to put it in their buggy, and they're going to scan it. Now they're going to scan one, and they're going to get 3 for the price of 1.
Hey, that works for me.
And I don't blame them, because the workers shouldn't be that darn sorry and lazy.
Right.
I think the Walmart here, they're sorry and lazy too. I don't even go on our Walmart here. And I've tried to order things on Walmart twice. Okay, and they've delivered it to some other house. So I give up.
Hey, Donia, Dark Sky says sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thank you, Dark Sky. You know, he's missed, but he was very sick. So
how old is he?
He was 51. He was going to be 52 the 24th of February, and he died on the 10th of February.
Oh.
You don't look old enough to have a child that old.
I got a girl. I'm 74 years old. My oldest
You
daughter,
started early.
I was 19.
That's pretty early by today's standards.
Yeah.
People nowadays having babies at 42.
Oh, please.
And have you ever noticed when you watch old black and whites, which I love, like back in the 50s and stuff, the parents look like grandparents. It was some old people.
I mean, really old. You're right. Really old.
Right? I was 32 when I had Hannah. And my husband and I were out at a yard sale or something, and people were more than one said, "Is that your grandbaby?" I'm like, "No."
You're all, shut up.
My baby. Not like that bad. That's kind of like how I felt when that guy showed up on my doorstep last Saturday. He said, "Somebody told me." He just looked straight at me like, "Who the hell are you?" He said, "Somebody told me." He looked like real perplexed. You could tell there wasn't no recognition in his eye that I was who I was. "Somebody told me Deanne lives here." I said, "Nope." Not the one you looking for. Not the one you remember 30 odd years back.
So you know the guy?
Yeah. Oh, I've known him since I was 14. We just hadn't seen each other in a long time.
So he didn't know it was you?
No. Had no earthly idea.
That's crazy.
I thought, damn, that must look rough. And I had my face.
Not
I was
Granny,
getting ready to go on live.
Woman.
Huh?
You are a beautiful woman.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Even when you don't put your makeup on.
And stylish?
Yeah.
You be styling?
Granny D is bougie.
I like the bouge, but I don't know. But I just, and he's a good guy. And after he left, I thought, damn, he used to work and build mobile homes. I could get him to do this, that, and the third. I was thinking about this big to-do list. He probably wasn't looking for a relationship. We were friends more than we were. We dated at a short period of time because I was.
Oh no, a guy that you dated and he didn't recognize you.
Right.
I would have told him you don't live here
way back when. He the one that popped that when I was 14 years old.
Granny D, you are flipping.
Yeah, he got it first. He did not know who I was, and he's like 10 years older than me, but he still looked all right. I could tell who he was.
He should have known by your voice too. I'm sure you.
Well, that's what I thought, but I didn't talk a whole lot. I was like, I was shutting the door.
Happy anniversary, Carolyn.
Dang, then spilled tea on myself.
When I get here to join, I wrap my yarn around my needle, my hook, go in that third stitch, pull up a loop, wrap, pull through one, and then wrap and pull through all three. And I'm right back at that corner.
I didn't get it on my new hook.
That's how you handle the corner?
I just washed.
Yep.
Hey, Yarn Works by Lydia. How are you doing? Welcome in.
I'm trying to see, am I fixing to call this done now?
Well, that's pretty. That is.
You seeing the back side?
Oh wait, let me make you single. Let me make you solo.
Oh, I guess I'm getting divorced.
Oh my God!
Oh, how cute is that? What you talking about your backside?
Yeah.
I love it, Jeannie. That's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous, Jeannie.
Him, Affordably Crafty, was reading out of a book back from the early 50s, I think.
This the backside.
Beautiful.
Look,
your grandbaby's gonna love that.
See, you would go right with that. And that book said something about a true lady or something is known by, the back of your work needs to look as good as the front of your work.
Well,
it does.
2 ends to couple of ends to weave in.
Out of mine don't.
This is from cute. The book by Ira Wright called Crochet Animal Blankets and Blocks.
Cute, cute, cute.
That is so cute.
That would be so cute as a wall hanging.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to use this whole skein of lilac on it, though.
Where?
Around it.
Aren't you done?
I think I'm going to do a couple of more rows.
Like a border?
No, the granny square going to be the border.
So what are you going to add to it? How are you adding to it? I don't understand.
Just round and around with the granny stitch.
Oh. Oh, just to make it bigger?
Yeah.
Oh. Excuse my ignorance.
No. This is the block.
Okay.
From here all the way down, that's the block in the pattern. All the lavender. And then I connected the retro and just kept going around it.
You'll get it, Angie, after you learn. When I first learned, I was like, which hole am I supposed to be poking this in? I don't get it.
Okay. Judy, you want me to keep you big, or you want me to take you off?
You can take me off.
That's how I was when I tried to learn. Okay, 4 years ago or 6 years ago. Let me exit this. What am I doing? Okay, come on. What the heck is going on? Exit solo. Okay. Sorry. When I learned how to knit 6 years ago, I tried crochet first. And like you said, I just couldn't understand. I'm like, okay, I just see a lot of holes. What these people are talking about. I'm going through all kinds of holes. I couldn't get it. So then I tried the knitting, and it just clicked in my brain.
I do wish I had learned continental style, though, so I could be a little bit faster.
What's it if you what is it called? I like to throw. I'm a thrower.
Yeah, you're an English thrower, which is what I do.
Oh, okay.
Continental is holding it in your left hand and you flick. It's less movements, therefore more efficient, therefore faster.
Dark Sky, thank you for putting the group up. You guys, this is the Facebook group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. And it's a great Facebook group. We are doing let me say this. Everybody is welcome to join the Facebook group. I don't care if you knit, crochet, mixed media, art journal, junk journaler. We have everybody in the group. Also, the knit along, the Lenny KRAVITZ Super Scarf knit along.
Or make along.
Huh?
Make along, because you say you can crochet it.
Yeah, the Lenny KRAVITZ Super Scarf knit or crochet along. If you want to join that, just for one, watch Friday's video this Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific, and I'll explain the whole thing. But all you need to do is just take your yarn and your needles or your crochet hook and just take a picture of it and say I'm in, and then just show progress. And you can also come there and get inspired too. So it's a great group, a lot of nice people in the group. So right here, I just put it on the screen. You can come join it if you like. Okay.
Yeah, it really is.
I'll get my picture on tomorrow. Well, y'all, my belly has been giving me the blues all day, so I'm going to go and medicate some more or something.
Sounds
I've enjoyed it. And
I'm getting sleepy too. So
thank you, Granny D. Yeah, we're gonna be stepping off here in the next probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm
love you, Granny D.
Bye, love.
Love you.
Bye,
Granny. Love all of you.
Love you too.
Love you too, Granny D.
God bless. I'm getting ready to get off too. I'm gonna go. I'm ready for bed, but I'm getting sleepy, so I gotta take some medication and stuff.
No problem. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping it up here because I usually like to go for like 2 hours. Jeannie, girl, I don't know how you can go. Jeannie can go for 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours.
She's one of those ones. She's one of those ones. I can tell you right now. She's up 5 o'clock in the morning with that crochet hook in her hand, cooking breakfast.
Look at her go, man.
And see, she didn't say no. Oh, that's not me. See, I know her. Okay,
look at her go. She
reminds me of my mother with that one. My mother could go and she'd be knit crocheting and everything like that out the door. I had her bags because she was a nurse, right? And go to work and stuff like that, and crochet in between or knit in between and be cooking dinner. Yeah, she's one of those.
I was a nurse too.
Oh yeah, yeah. My mother was an LPN.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Jeannie can crochet her butt off. She'd just be going over there.
Well, this stitch is not nothing to think about. You're just doing 3 double crochets in the space.
Yeah.
You're going to the next space and doing 3 double crochets.
Well, I'm going to join you on Monday night. I'm going to see you on Friday. You're not on Thursday anymore, are you?
No, Veronica's on Thursdays.
Okay, and you're not on anymore on the podcast, are you, Angie?
What'd you say?
Are you on your podcast on Thursday anymore?
No, I stopped doing the podcast on Thursday because I'm doing tonight and I'm doing Friday, so it was getting to be like overkill, I thought. So that's why I'm just doing today and then Friday. Do you have anything?
Sundays too, don't you?
Huh?
Don't you do you do Sundays?
Oh yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. Donya, do you have anything going on this week that you want to announce before you?
Yeah, I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to do my reviews tomorrow. I'll probably do them because I don't set a time for that because I wait for UPS to come. UPS and I have a love affair going. He's my other man, but I wait for UPS to come, and then I'm also going shopping tomorrow. So I'm going to be getting some yarn. So I'm going to do some yarn and then a review on, what I get. Tomorrow's review day. Thursday is always review day. I just don't put a time on it because I gotta wait till UPS comes and then go through all the stuff and everything, put it in order.
And Donya, what's the name of your channel? Your whole name of your channel?
I don't know.
The name of your YouTube channel?
That's a good question.
It's what it is in the chat.
Cooking and reviews.
Donya's Strokes
Talk, yeah.
Strokes Talk and Cooking or something.
And reviews.
Are you in the? Where's she at in the chat?
I'm trying to find it.
Donya, put something in the chat real quick so they can drop your channel link. Just put hi or something. Put CC in there.
You can't.
Huh?
Put anything in the chat.
You can't put anything in there?
Let me do this. I got to put it back on private chat and then put it.
Okay, just put CC in there. Jeannie, everyone's saying it's pretty, your blanket.
Thank you.
Yeah, that blanket is beautiful.
It's called Donya Stroke Talk DIYs, Cooking and Reviews.
Is it in? Okay. Moderators, can you guys put a link to Donya's channel so people can join her channel, please? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Then Jean.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, good night, Donya.
Good night, Donya.
Good night,
and Jeannie, what do you?
Bless you and take care.
Okay, love you.
And Becky D says, I'll see you on Friday. I want to do the scarf along, so need the info.
Okay, perfect. And I'll be going through it very precisely on Friday. And Jeannie, what do you got going on this week?
We got the Challenger Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time.
What's the Challenger?
The Challengers is Veronica, Ursula, myself, and Linda. And I think Linda's gonna be there this Saturday.
And what do you guys do in the Challenger group again?
What the Challengers is where you challenge yourself in something, regardless of what it is. And you challenge yourself to get it done.
Okay.
Like I'm doing a mosaic for the Challengers.
Okay.
And it's a challenge to get it done.
You need to get with it, Jeannie.
Oh, I've been working on it. I'm almost done with it. I don't think I'm gonna do all of the sections because it's already a huge blanket.
Yeah.
But that's all it is that you challenge yourself in something in either in life or in your craft area.
Okay.
Like with you could challenge yourself in something in knit and mixed media.
Okay. Like when I made that
something in mixed media that you want to adventure into, but you've been kind of held back because you're not sure. So challenge yourself to take a step forward into something new.
Like when I challenged myself to make that sweater and I did it.
Yeah. No, like Ursula. Ursula has been crocheting for years and stuff, and she also knits too, but she's never crocheted cables.
Okay.
So her challenge for this year, one of her challenges for this year was that she would crochet something with cables.
Okay.
And she has. So
talking about that, I've shown you've seen this, right? That I'm getting ready to this is my challenge of the year, Jeannie. So I'm getting ready to I've shown this already, right? You've seen this?
Yes.
Yeah, this is my challenge. And I'm getting ready to cast it on.
See,
maybe
go
tomorrow.
big or go home.
I'm scared, but I'm going to cast it on, I think, tomorrow. I've got all my skills down. I've been practicing up. So here we go.
You'll do it. You'll do it. And that, and you know, like the ones who want to start a YouTube channel, but they're scared. Let that be your challenge. And just, I say, just do it. Just be true to yourself and be who you are on the camera.
Exactly. And then what do you got going on Saturday night? Don't you go Saturday night?
Saturday will be the Yarny Fiber Sisters. That will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, which would be 4 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Mountain.
Okay. And then you go live on Monday.
And I go live on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay. What I have going on is for anybody who came into this later or whatever, you're not exactly sure what time. This is crochet and knit night. It comes on, this started tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific time every Wednesday. And then I go live on Fridays, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. It's called Angie's Yarn Party. And then I go live again on Sunday, and it's called Angie's Art Party, and that's every Sunday, 2 o'clock Pacific time. So, and then I have the...
Which will be 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard... No. Yeah. No. You go 2 p.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 4 p.m. Central Standard Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
At 3 p.m. Mountain.
So if anybody, you write that down because Jeannie just told you guys. But if you don't remember, ask your Alexa or Google it, and you'll. So, and I live in Las Vegas, so you can always say, "Hey, what time is it in Las Vegas right now? Where you're at?" And then that'll tell you the time difference. If you didn't write down what Jeannie just said. So
it's 9:08 here right now, so it should be about 7:08 your time.
Yep, it's exactly 7:08. And then I have the Lenny KRAVITZ Super Scarf knit and crochet along, and that's going from now all the way till Christmas. And the reason we're doing it is because, you can knit or crochet a Lenny KRAVITZ Super Scarf for yourself. The scarf is so wide, it's 20 inches wide. So it's not just a scarf, it's also like a shawl, and it's really long, goes down to your calves. You can have fringe or not. But what's nice, if you start now, you can have Christmas gifts, and you use chunky yarn and you hold it double if you want to do it this way. We'll talk about different ways of doing it. And I use 19-inch knitting needles, so you can knit these up quick, and they can be nice Christmas presents for people, and you can knit something for yourself. So, but I'll talk about that on Friday in depthly, so you can really understand what's going on.
I might have to get me some 19 knit needles and do it in knitting then, because I got plenty of bulky yarn. Is it a 5-weight or a 6-weight?
Either one. And
don't
I'm holding, huh?
It don't matter, 5 or 6.
No, I've done both. And I held it like this chunky yarn here. I hold it double, and I use these 19-inch knitting needles. And it comes on. Let me put myself single real quick so people can see. So we'll lay out. Okay, because when you use those 19-inch knitting needles, or I'll discuss the crochet hook on Friday because someone let me know about the size of crochet hook you need. But I got so much stuff over here, it's ridiculous. Okay. But see, this, I mean, you would think it would be like heavier and thicker, but it's not because of those 19-inch knitting needles. So, just a second. So see how nice and how it flows?
Oh, yes. Oh, I want it. And what are you doing? Just one row of knit, one row of purl?
I'm not even doing that. I'm just doing the basic knit stitch.
Oh, really?
And you know what? I wouldn't even do that. I would just do the basic knit stitch or choose another stitch, because if you do the purl and the knit stitch, it'll start trying to curl up on you. So for this, the basic knit stitch would be good. I also want to try the bamboo stitch, but so it's just the basic knit stitch.
Okay, so every row is knit.
That's it.
And you did even the knit stitch on the beginning stitch and the ending stitch, and it didn't curl up?
Nope. The knit stitch is nice for this because it goes, it's potato chip knitting for one. Number two, it doesn't curl up. What'd you say?
I said Amazon, and you said 19 millimeter.
Uh-huh. Or
knitting.
I don't know about millimeter. It's just 19, just a 19. It's a 15 millimeter and a US 19 knitting needle.
Okay, because there's a 19 millimeter knit needle, so it's a US 15
millimeter. It's 15 millimeter, and then if you just want to do it by number, it's US 19. I got mine for $2 a piece at Michael's because they were clearancing them out. I got lucky. I bought a bunch. And if you only have a 17, you can use a 17 also.
I don't have any that big.
But what's nice, when you do the 19s or even a 17, you still get a nice flowy fabric. It's light. It's nice.
Okay, I can get a 6-piece large knitting needle jumbo straight wood needle size in bamboo.
What number is it?
They come with 15, 20, and 25s.
They have a 20?
Yeah.
You can use a 20.
But you said 15 millimeter, right?
Yeah. Are you going by millimeters or are you going by like because okay, I always just go by like the number, like a 19, a 10. But if you're going to go by millimeter, it's 15 millimeter.
Okay, 15 millimeter knitting needle. Yeah.
I got mine at Michael's for $2. They were clearancing them when they were clearancing out the yarn. I got lucky.
Okay, a US size 15. See, that's a US size 15, 10 millimeter. So that's too small.
Yeah, 15. If you're just talking just the number, the 15s are too small. I mean, you could do a 15 and then just do chunky yard single and not hold it double if you want to do that. But I have all the numbers worked out, like how much you need to cast on and everything with holding chunky double. I have everything. How much to cast on, how long to knit it out, the whole thing. So
how long are your needles?
How long? You're only casting on 30 stitches.
Okay.
But my knitting needles are like, let me see, I have a ruler right here.
And see, those are plastic. That's what I would want, or the bamboo.
Yeah, I hate metal needles because I slip stitches too easily with those. This is 12. This is 13 or 14 inches. So yeah, you want a pretty nice long one, just so you have plenty of room. But you're only casting on with holding 5 or 6 double. So you're creating like a super chunky. You only cast on 30 stitches.
I'm
trying to make sure it's 30 stitches. And in any of my videos, any of my live videos on Friday, or any of my yarn videos, I have the directions below. In fact, oh, you know what? The directions of how to do this whole Lenny Kravitz super scarf, it's in the description of this video right now, of this live.
Okay.
So I have the directions, and I have it for crochet and for knitting. So you could crochet it if you want. But it's up to you.
Lord, finding these needles is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Do you have a Michael's?
40 miles away from me.
Oh, you might want to go look at Michael's, because Michael carries them. Not everybody carries these big old things, but Michael's does. What are these by?
Well, I found a 12 piece set for $14.99. It goes from a 7 millimeter all the way up to a 16 millimeter. It's got a 7, a 8, a 9, a 10, a 12, and a 16. So I could use the 16.
Yeah, let me just see something, because I think this. Let me see what this is. Okay, this is a size. Okay, this is a 19-inch needle. This is the big one. So it's either 19 or 15 millimeter. Okay, this one. And then this one's the size smaller. It's US 17 and it's 12.75 millimeters.
So that's a US 7. Tell me the numbers on the 19 one again.
15 millimeters.
Or US 19.
Or US 19. Or you can go one lower than that to US 17, 12.75 millimeters. I usually don't go by millimeters. I just go by the number, but you know, just depends. But you might want to see if Michael's has it so you don't have to buy so many. Or do you want to buy that many?
Not really, because I already got knit needles.
Yeah. I would just try to go to Michael's and online and see if what do you have by you?
Huh? Walmart.
Does Walmart have big knitting? They might have them. Walmart might have them.
They have the metal knit needles, but they don't have the jumbo ones.
Oh, yeah. You want plastic or wood, because the metal ones, I can't stand them. I just slip stitches like a slipping fool.
See, Line Brand has some size 19 for $6.96 a pair.
Dang, I got a good deal, man. $2. These are Burnett's by Susan Bates.
They're only 10 inches long, though.
You're still fine with 10 inches. Let me see. You're fine, but it'd be better for you to get the ones that are
10 inches is that.
Huh?
10 inches is this much.
Yeah, I'm looking at my ruler. You can do it, but you probably want 12, like 13, 14 inches, just so that you have plenty of room. So
yeah, I don't want them to be bunched up on there and be tight.
Yeah, and you don't want them falling off. So.
Oh no.
Oh no. You're so cute. Oh no.
Because if I lose a stitch, I'm ripping it all the way out.
Not me.
Mint Z says, Angie, what do you mean held double? Do you knit with 2 balls together? Yes.
Yes. So,
well, 2 strands of yarn held together.
Yeah. So I have 2 balls of yarn, which I'm doing right now because I'm making a purse to match. I'm making a purse to match my fairy shawl.
See, I love the drape of that shawl.
And it's crazy.
That scarf.
Isn't that crazy? And it's crazy because you wouldn't think I could get this type of drape with holding junky double, but you can't. So when you're going to knit or crochet, you just take 2 balls and you just take 2 strands and hold them together. And when you do that, make sure whether you're knitting or crocheting, make sure you get both strands. I know you're like, duh, but if you got to look down because you might just grab one strand. I've done it. And that's when I do have to frog it and start again. So make sure you just knit or crochet both your strands when you do it. Don't grab just one strand when you're knitting or crocheting. So that's what I mean by holding it double.
Okay, here's 16 inches. They're 16 inches long. They're bamboo.
Nice.
Straight wood knit needles with bonus ebook. 1 pair of real oak wood big needles for chunky yarn. The only thing about that is if it ain't smooth, it's going to snag the crap out that yarn.
They're probably smooth, though.
Well, they're by Knit Pal. Hold on a minute. $13.90. That's all right. $13.97 for 1 pair.
What is the deal? How much? Let me tell you how much these were from Michael's, because I still have the price on. I bought a couple pairs. Mine were okay. Originally, these were only $8, and I got them for $2.
And I think mine did have them.
What did?
My Michaels out. I could do an online order if they got them, if they will let me, and pick it up.
How far is your Michaels away?
40 miles.
How long does that take to get there?
About 30 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, you might just want to go on Michaels and do an online thing and pick them up sometime. I don't even know miles to hours. How long? I was thinking about taking hours. That's funny. And Jeannie, these would be great Christmas gifts. I mean, you could just, I mean, once one person has one, everyone's going to want one. I wear this to the grocery store and I get stopped all the way through the grocery store. People are like, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? I go, I made it. No, you didn't. I'm like, yes, I did.
It's telling me the web page is not available.
The what?
Telling me that the web page is not available on Michael's app.
Huh. That's crazy.
Oh,
okay, what does it say? How do we know how many balls to purchase if we are doubling? You need 900. You need somewhere between 800 to 1,000 yards. And the reason I say that is because it depends on how long you make yours. Like I make mine to my calves. I actually make them a little shorter than that because I add fringe. So you got to keep that in mind. Also, crochet takes more than knitting. So that's why I say somewhere between 800 and 1,000 yards to make it. So, and Mitzi, if you join on Thursday, I will talk about the whole thing. Plus, all that information is in the description box of this live. Exactly how to knit it. And then I have some directions for crochet and I have some videos for crochet for you to watch. So.
Dang it. This won't work. I had this right here and that's what I was thinking about using.
What weight is that? 5?
But it's only 218 yards and only got 3.
Oh. Darn. Well,
but I have another thing of rustic in a different color. I can make it work.
Oh yeah, I just put them together. That look pretty. That look real pretty. Deanna says, let me just put this on the screen. Deanna says,
really
Clover size 19 circular bamboo needles are on Amazon for $16.
Huh?
She said Clover size 19.
I don't like the circular.
Oh, you don't?
I like a long needle. I would rather work with straight needles than I had a circular needle. That's why I like doing Linda's knitted hat pattern because she does it with straight needles.
I use circular.
Yeah, I'm not a pro knitter.
Yeah, I use circular needles all the time because I have to use those for my boho cardigans because, you know, you have to. I mean, I'm putting on 115 stitches onto a thing. So,
yeah.
Rosie, what is frogging? Frogging is just where you take out, frogging is in knitting is where you take out all the stitches and start again. And, you know, because something went wrong.
Frogging and crochet is this. See them disappearing? You're ripping it back.
Oh, so frogging's the same in crochet and knitting then.
Okay. Which is why we call it frogging, because you're ripping. You're ripping
exactly.
it back. Ripping your stitches out.
And it totally sucks. I hate when I have to do that.
Yeah, like I got a mistake in this blanket, but you can't. You would have to find it underneath the magnifying glass. Instead of me having 3 double crochets in one space, I only got 2. But it all blends in well together.
Exactly. And you know, that's what happens to me more than me dropping stitches. I don't drop stitches too much anymore because I've done it for so long now. Not like I'm an expert or anything. But I may mess up a stitch, but I just keep going and then it, you know, self-correct as I get further in. And nobody sees it. So, all right then, Jeannie, I'm going to let you go.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
and
for
let everybody else go. How many people got it? You guys, thank you so much for showing up for each other.
We'll get down and get in the chat then.
Okay, honey. Love you.
Love you.
Okay. I just want to thank everybody for coming, you guys, and thank you guys for supporting me. And more importantly, thank you for supporting each other and sharing links. And my moderators, thank you so, so much. You guys are awesome. I couldn't do this without you. You guys do things I have no idea how to do at all. So that is it for tonight. I will see you guys either Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time for Angie's Yarn Party. Sunday again is Angie's Yarn Art Party. If you want to come and join that, a lot of crocheters and knitters are in that too. I'm usually doing some type of mixed media, and the crocheters and knitters are loving it. So we're all mixing up together, and it's awesome. Because we're all makers. It doesn't matter what we're doing. We're all makers. And then next Wednesday, again, here at 5 o'clock, okay? And think about it, especially if you haven't really come on a panel before, think about coming on next week. Especially if you want to start trying to make videos, get yourself comfortable with being on. And it also builds your channel to go on other people's channels. So some more of you guys come on next week, okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, so much. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.